Imagine waking up to the sound of ocean waves instead of car horns, sipping fresh mango juice on a sunny balcony rather than rushing through another crowded morning commute. This is not a vacation fantasy. It's the new reality for thousands of Americans who are leaving the US behind and starting fresh in the Philippines. But this isn't just about palm trees and cheap rent. It's about freedom, peace of mind, and a chance to truly live. Across all ages and walks of life, Americans are escaping to this Southeast Asian paradise, not because they have to, but because they want to. The reasons are as diverse as the people making the move. Soaring costs back home, stressful lifestyles, political fatigue, unaffordable healthcare, or simply the desire to rediscover happiness. In the Philippines, many find what feels lost in America: community, simplicity, and space to breathe. The country offers not only a lower cost of living and warm tropical weather, but also friendly locals, English-speaking communities, and a welcoming visa system. From retirees and remote workers to young families and solo adventurers, the Philippines is calling, and Americans are answering. This trend isn't just a travel fad. It's a growing movement rooted in real needs and real dreams. So why are so many making this bold leap? What exactly makes the Philippines such an appealing escape? In the paragraphs that follow, we'll unpack the 10 powerful reasons Americans are trading skyscrapers for palm trees and choosing a slower, sunnier, and more soul-satisfying way of life. One of the strongest magnets pulling Americans to the Philippines is the drastically lower cost of living. In many cities across the islands, rent is a fraction of what you'd pay in the US. You can live comfortably in a nice apartment for the price of a cheap motel back home. Eating out at restaurants, hiring domestic help, even traveling between islands, all become affordable luxuries. For retirees and digital nomads, this means a high quality of life without the heavy price tag. The average American pension, Social Security check, or remote income stretches much further here, allowing for savings, leisure, and security. Medical care is also considerably less expensive while still maintaining solid standards in private hospitals. From Manila to Davao to Bohol, expats report spending less and living more. The affordability allows them to focus on well-being instead of bills. You don't need to be rich to live richly in the Philippines, just smart enough to see the value. With financial stress greatly reduced, Americans are free to explore passions, hobbies, and community life. Many describe feeling wealthier not because they earn more, but because life simply costs less. It's not just cheaper, it's smarter. And in a world where inflation keeps rising and wages struggle to keep up, the Philippines offers a refreshingly affordable escape. This financial freedom is often the first step toward emotional and personal freedom, making it one of the most compelling reasons to leave the US behind. For many Americans, retirement is a dream, one filled with travel, rest, and finally enjoying the fruits of decades of hard work. But in the US, that dream often crashes into a wall of rising healthcare costs, housing prices, and limited social services. That's why so many retirees are heading for the Philippines, where the dream can still be lived. The country offers a special resident retirees visa, SRV, which makes staying long-term incredibly easy. This visa gives perks like multiple entry access, tax breaks, and the ability to bring spouses or dependents. It's a red carpet for retirees, inviting them to relax in a place designed for ease and comfort. Retirement communities, healthcare providers, and real estate agencies all cater to foreign retirees, making the transition smoother. Plus, the warm weather and beautiful landscapes contribute to better physical and mental health. Life slows down, and that's exactly what many retirees want. Whether it's walking along white sand beaches, enjoying a sunset dinner, or participating in local volunteer work, retirees find that life regains meaning here. They also build strong social networks with both locals and other expats. Retirement no longer feels like the end. It feels like the beginning of something freer and more joyful. In the Philippines, Americans find not just a place to rest, but a place to thrive. The government's active support of foreign retirees only enhances this appeal. All of this makes the Philippines one of the world's most desirable places to retire. One of the most underestimated reasons Americans love the Philippines is simple: they can speak the language. English is one of the country's official languages and is used in schools, government, media, and business. This makes settling in far easier than in other non-English-speaking countries. From setting up a bank account to talking to a taxi driver, communication is rarely a problem. For Americans nervous about cultural or language barriers, this is a huge relief. It means they can quickly feel at home, navigate life confidently, and build relationships without awkward translation apps. Beyond language, the culture itself is deeply welcoming. Filipinos are famously hospitable, warm, and community-oriented. Many Americans say they feel more socially connected here than they did back home. From church groups to beach parties, there are constant opportunities to bond and belong. Plus, there's a surprising amount of cultural overlap. Thanks to decades of U.S. influence, the Philippines has absorbed elements of American music, movies, fast food, and even sports. Yet it blends these with its own rich traditions and warmth. For many, this balance of the familiar and the new is the perfect mix. It's different enough to feel like an adventure, yet familiar enough to never feel lost. This cultural compatibility gives Americans confidence that they can not only live here, but thrive. In a world that sometimes feels divided, finding a country where you feel both welcomed and understood is a rare gift. The rise of remote work has been a game changer, and Americans are seizing the opportunity to live where life is better, not just where the office is. The Philippines is fast becoming a hub for digital nomads, freelancers, and remote employees who want more freedom without sacrificing their careers. With strong internet connections in urban areas, co-working spaces in major cities, and affordable housing, it's a dream setup for anyone with a laptop and Wi-Fi. The time zone also works reasonably well for US-based jobs, especially for those on the West Coast. Imagine starting your workday with a sunrise swim and ending it with tropical fruit under the stars. That's the new normal for many Americans in the Philippines. This work-life balance isn't just about scenery, it's about sanity. Many report feeling less stressed, more productive, and more creatively inspired. Without long commutes, high rent, or constant pressure, they rediscover what it means to enjoy their days. There's also a growing network of remote workers and entrepreneurs, creating a vibrant expat economy. Meetups, tech conferences, and collaboration events are common in places like Cebu and Manila. The Philippines isn't just a retreat, it's a launch pad. It's where people are building businesses, writing books, and living intentionally. As long as your job lets you work remotely, the question becomes, why stay somewhere cold, crowded, or costly when paradise is an option? Love is one of the most powerful reasons people move, and for many Americans, love leads them straight to the Philippines. Countless American men and women meet Filipino partners through travel, mutual friends, or online dating platforms. These relationships often blossom into marriages and family life, encouraging Americans to relocate permanently. Filipinos are known for being family-oriented, kind-hearted, and deeply loyal, qualities many Americans cherish. Moving to the Philippines to be with a loved one often brings a deep sense of purpose and emotional fulfillment. Beyond romantic relationships, some Americans also come to reconnect with Filipino family roots or ancestry. The country welcomes foreign spouses warmly, with immigration options designed to support family unity. Children of mixed heritage often benefit from bilingualism and dual cultural exposure. For Americans who've struggled to find meaningful connections in the fast-paced US, life in the Philippines can feel like a breath of fresh emotional air. Relationships here are often built on shared values of respect, community, and loyalty. It's not uncommon for Americans to say they feel more at home here than anywhere else. Families grow, new beginnings take root, and people find not just new homes, but new hearts. For those lucky enough to find love across borders, the Philippines isn't just an escape. It's a return to joy, to meaning, and to connection. In the US, life often feels like a race, fast, stressful, and endlessly competitive. But in the Philippines, time moves differently. There's a slower, more intentional rhythm to daily life, and for many Americans, that's the most healing part. People here take time for conversation, rest, and family. They value relationships over deadlines and happiness over hustle. This cultural pace is a radical shift for Americans who've spent their lives grinding nonstop. Many say they've discovered what peace truly feels like only after moving to the Philippines. You'll find locals smiling without reason, children playing freely in the streets, and neighbors who know your name. It's not laziness, it's balance. Even in bustling cities, the pressure feels lighter. There's room to breathe, to think, to be. This lifestyle encourages mindfulness, health, and deeper emotional well-being. Stress-related illnesses decrease, and joy returns in simple moments: a cup of native coffee, a boat ride, a shared meal. Americans often reflect on how their mental health improves dramatically after making the move. They feel human again, not just functional. For many, this isn't just a perk, it's a reason to stay forever. In a world where everything is speeding up, The Philippines offers a rare and beautiful gift, a slower, saner, and more soul-nourishing way of life. And that, for countless Americans, is priceless. The Philippines isn't just a place to live. It's a place to fall in love with nature all over again. With over 7,000 islands, turquoise waters, stunning mountains, and rich biodiversity, it offers some of the most breathtaking landscapes on Earth. Americans tired of concrete jungles and gray winters are stunned by the natural beauty they discover here. Whether it's diving in Palawan, hiking in Banao, surfing in Siaga, or island hopping in Cebu, the options for outdoor adventure are endless. Many say they feel younger and more alive in this environment. It's not just about recreation, it's about reconnect. The natural surroundings inspire a healthier lifestyle, from swimming and walking to eating fresh, local produce. Sunlight, clean air, and daily access to nature can dramatically improve both physical and mental health. This is especially appealing to families, retirees, and digital nomads seeking not only a new address but a new way of living. Even city dwellers in Manila or Davao find themselves just hours away from beach or forest escapes. Nature becomes part of the lifestyle, not just a luxury. And because the country is spread across islands, every region feels like a new discovery. The tropical setting doesn't just attract tourists, it keeps people grounded, joyful, and grateful. For Americans escaping a cold, stressful, or disconnected life, the Philippines feels like paradise with purpose. And once you taste this kind of freedom in nature, it's very hard to return to anything less. One of the most heartwarming surprises for many Americans in the Philippines is the deep sense of community. People look out for each other here. Whether in small towns or big cities, neighbors know your name, share meals, and lend a hand without hesitation. This spirit of bayanihan, communal unity and cooperation, is a foundation of Filipino life. For Americans who've felt isolated or disconnected in the US, this is a powerful shift. Loneliness fades when you're invited to birthdays, holidays, and community events even as a newcomer. Many expats say they've never felt more included. On top of that, the country is relatively safe, especially compared to many parts of the US. Violent crime is rare in most areas, and many Americans feel comfortable walking around at night or letting their kids play outside. The sense of safety and trust in communities is priceless. Local police and barangay, village, officers are generally approachable and responsive. Religious and moral values also play a large role in maintaining peaceful environments. There are also large, supportive expat groups in many cities, helping newcomers adjust and connect. People share resources, host meetups, and provide valuable advice. It becomes easy to build a second family, even if you're thousands of miles from your first. In the Philippines, you're not just moving into a new country, you're becoming part of a human circle that values connection over competition. And that's something many Americans crave but rarely find at home. For the growing number of Americans settling in the Philippines, this journey isn't just about escaping something, it's about finding something better. It's about trading high costs for higher quality of life, exchanging burnout for balance, and swapping fear for freedom. The Philippines offers more than affordable rent and beautiful beaches. It offers belonging, opportunity, healing, and peace. Whether it's retirees enjoying their golden years, digital nomads building passion projects, or families creating fresh starts, each story is unique but rooted in hope. The US may be the land of opportunity, but for many, the Philippines is the land of contentment. It offers a reminder that happiness doesn't always come from more. It often comes from less. Less stress, less pressure, less distance from the people and experiences that matter. As the world becomes more flexible and borderless, Americans are realizing that home isn't just a place, it's a feeling. And for thousands, that feeling now lives in the Philippines. It's not just an escape, it's a rebirth. A chance to live more freely, love more deeply, and finally breathe easy. The Philippines isn't just a destination, it's a decision. A bold one. And for those who've made it, life has never felt more real. I hope you liked this meaningful video. Take care, goodbye.